Welcome back to American Agenda. I'm Bob Sellers here with Heather Childers. Texas Governor Greg Abbott announcing he's ending the state's mask mandate, and a full state reopening is underway. President Biden calling his decision Neanderthal thinking. But as other states like Mississippi and Iowa are following suit, can we expect a maskless movement nationwide? Maskless movement. I never thought of it that way. Let's bring in our panel to talk about this. Joe, here's what frustrates me with people who take issue with getting rid of a mask mandate. These are the same people that don't want anybody to go back to school, right? And and who have been okay with businesses shutting down and hundreds of thousands of businesses going out of business as a result of all this. Even if it's wrong, even if Texas is wrong, and why don't they have the right to go and try this to see if it works for them? Because businesses do matter.
Because we get to decide as a government somehow what's essential, what isn't, who is essential, who isn't, whose business matters in the community and whose doesn't. You see behind me the city skyline of San Antonio, Texas. That's where I'm based. In Texas, we, generally speaking, are very happy that this is going away. We're actually kind of unhappy with Greg Abbott that he took so long to make the mask mandate go away, because we don't really know what to do, to be honest with you. You wear a mask, don't wear a mask. Fauci says it's silly. Fauci says go on the cruise. Don't go on the cruise. Wear a mask. But if you're 6 to 8 feet apart, you don't have to wear a mask. Now that you're 6 to 8 feet apart, wear a mask. In fact, why not double mask or triple mask? So I'm not really sure what to do, other than I know I'm a free, liberated American who is healthy. I'm not in a high-risk category, and I don't want to wear a mask. And if you are in a high-risk category, and if you're working in a nursing home, I want to make sure that we do take care of those who we know are most at risk. But you're right. The hypocrisy is nuts. Go to school, don't go to school. Do it online, don't do it online. Wear a mask in your car by yourself. Go swimming and wear a mask. I don't really know what to do anymore. What I do know is if you tell me we're going to let you live like the Constitution says you can, that makes me happy. So I'm glad that the mask mandate is lifted. Hopefully that all made sense, because there's so much information coming in that has been proven wrong in the past year that I'm not really sure what to believe anymore. So I'm going to go and not wear the mask and feel like my freedom is at least being appreciated.
That's your choice.
And Bob, it's like Governor Newsom of California called those actions reckless. But I'm thinking you could say what he's doing with businesses and killing businesses and shutting them down and keeping schools closed, that's reckless in its own way.
I think one of the best things of CPAC over the weekend was listening to Kristi Noem explain that I trust Americans. They make decisions for themselves. They're farmers, they're parents, they're school teachers. They can decide what is in their best interest. And by doing that, the rest of the nation can see that there is no correlation. There is generally no correlation between these shutdowns and the expansion of the virus.
That's what it looks like. Yeah, it really does look like that.
And yet when politicians get power, like as we tell our children to be home by midnight in Ohio, the governor said, no, you must be in bed by 10 o'clock. And we're going, these ideas that politicians can tell us what to do and how to do it, I think the American people hopefully are reaching the end.
Yeah, and Heather, it just seems to me like we've had a year. We've been doing this a year.
Well, and I think the next thing to come down the pike is what Gavin Newsom is now doing in California, where he's talking about the vaccines. And he said, I think it was today, that about 40% of the vaccines, the people that get them will be determined based on metrics like household income, education level, housing status, and access to transportation. So, you know, we've moved beyond the mask mandates now, and we're going to be talking about who gets the vaccine based on factors other than who is most susceptible to getting the virus.
Yeah, Stacy, your thoughts?
So here's how simple I boil this down to what they told me. I'm one of those people. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I've been like this from day one, the minute I could talk. You told me last year, around this time in March, that we needed 15 days to flatten the curve and that we wouldn't be wearing masks forever. Now, here it is a year later. We now understand that this virus it's smarter than the other viruses. As you stand up, you sit down, you can catch it, mask on mask, all that. But the truth is, We know it's going to be around. It's not going away. We're not flattening the curve to the point where the virus is going to be eliminated. So now we have to get back to real life. And Texas and Mississippi are saying, let's get back to real life and let's protect our seniors and our elderly and our people with conditions, but let's open businesses and stop people from killing themselves. And all of the rest of Americans are in control mode and they're kirking out like you can't do that. So when you talk about the vaccine, the numbers are astounding. 60% of nursing home employees have said they're not getting it. Over 48% of Black people have said not getting the vaccine. I don't care what you do. You can even pay me. I'm not getting it. So I actually think that Newsom should stop making all these categories and just give it to the people who want it, because he's going to have some left over.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
I think if you get enough of them out there, and I think today's the first day there were yesterday, 2 million nationwide. Just get them out there. Get them to everybody. Anybody that wants them, get them out there. Stop trying to ration them and all. We'll talk more, panel. Coming up, why the mainstream media is hyping another Capitol breach today. That's among things we're keeping an eye on. It didn't seem to happen.
Yeah, go figure.
Yeah, maybe this segment won't happen. I don't know. We'll be back with more after this.